Greetings and welcome to Stunthangar Video Hangouts. My name is Charles Carter and I'll be your host this evening. I want to extend to you my gratitude for you watching Stunthangar Video Hangouts. If you are watching this as a replay, I want you to know that I host these YouTube live streams every Monday and Friday evening starting at 6:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please make a note of this so you can watch or be part of the live stream. Plus, we have an after party following the live stream, which is sometimes better than the live stream portion. You must be a registered Stunthangar Forum member to find the link to be part of the live stream and the following after party. Here at Stunthangar Video Hangouts, we talk about building and flying model airplanes, sport flying, competition flying, and what you've been doing lately. To join our conversation, if you are already a member of Stunthangar Forum, you can find the link if you scroll down to the section called At the Bench. Now, if you're not a member or not logged into Stunthangar Forum, the At the Bench link will not appear. Now, if you're not a member, please register at stunthangar.com/SMF. That's stunthangar.com/SMF. That's Smart Men Flying, courtesy of Jeff Riley. You must place a space between your real first and last name when you register. You must also use a valid email address or Sparky. The proprietor of Stunthangar will not approve you. Now, if you're inclined to not come in, just enjoy watching this on YouTube. Wonderful, fantastic. Please enter your questions or comments in the chat box over here, and I'll do my best to make your comments or questions a part of the show. Now, understand, sometimes I can't get a word in myself, so be patient, as I will ask our illustrious panel your question or state your comments. And by the way, you only can make comments or ask questions during a live stream. So like I said earlier, I host these YouTube live streams every Monday and Friday evening, starting at 6:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, if you find Stunthangar Video Hangouts that I host, or the many building videos, Saturday at John's, the contest coverage that Sparky does on this platform informative and enjoyable, please hit the thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Subscribe, and when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell and select all so that whether myself or Sparky comes on, you'll be notified. Share the videos, comments on the videos. All these activities help the Stunthangar YouTube channel grow. Please consider joining Stunthangar's YouTube channel memberships, which start at just $4.99 a month, which is less than 17 cents a day. And by the way, I'm a member. I have the $4.99 come out of my checking account, and I don't miss it. And I suspect you won't miss it either. Plus, you'll be supporting your hobby, your passion, hopefully. Now, you also can show your support by using the super chat, which is located below the chat box. It's a big $sign, and you can donate any amount you like. And your support helps offset some of the expenses of running Stunthangar. With your memberships, you'll get special badges in the YouTube chat box. You'll get special badges that we can see in the YouTube chat box, and unlimited replay of member-only videos. And once a month, Sparky has a question and answer show for members only. Now, this is Sparky's YouTube channel. I'm only in here twice a week, so if you want to get in touch with me, please go to my YouTube channel, which is called Flying Control Line Stunt. That's Flying Control Line Stunt, and place your comment or question on the 2019 AMA National Championship video, which Sparky shot with his video camera of me flying his Junar XL, and I'll receive a notification and be able to respond to you quickly. I want to thank you for your past, your present, and future support. You are making it happen. Please keep the conversations family room friendly. In other words, please don't use words or do things you wouldn't say or do around your own children or grandchildren. And without any further ado, I'm going to post a link now at Stunthangar Forum, and that is the preferred way to get into our live stream here. And I'm going to post it now. All right, posted. And let me see here. I'm going to do this here as well. All right, cool. And I'm going to go to what I call the control panel, which is on the YouTube side. And let me make sure that that is working well. So let's go there now. And I hope everybody had a good week. I did go flying today. Actually, I went flying Tuesday as well as today. And had some pretty good results. I actually tried the Spectral Lines that Dennis Adamiston has been promoting, and Mike Lonke has as well been promoting. And I got to tell you, it's as advertised. It's really good. I actually took out on Tuesday. I took out a 1/2 ounce first and another 1/4 ounce. So for a total of 3/4 of an ounce. And today, now I put some trim tabs to level the wing, or my attempt to level the wing, and then I saw that the outboard wingtip. Actually, Joe Mata saw that the outboard wingtip was I think it was dropping, and so I went ahead and took out another 1/4 ounce, flew it again, and then Joe Mata said need to take out some more. Took out another 1/4 ounce, so I took out another 1/2 ounce. That's a total of 1 ounce and 1/4 of weight out of the wingtip weight box. So that's pretty amazing. I actually only have now a 1/4 ounce of wingtip weight, which is just a nice size plane. It's a 60-inch wingspan, 60 size ship, and to be flying with only a 1/4 ounce wingtip weight, that's it's a little bit unnerving. I just can't believe it, but it's hey, the wings are level, the plane's going through the maneuver is really nice. I'm really excited. Looks like we have no one in the chat box. Now, it's been a while since I've had none yet. And I see Gary Sinclair is making his way in here, so he'll be in shortly. But we have 12 concurrent viewers. Thank you very much for tuning in. And we have 8 likes. So if 4 of you would please smash the like button, that helps the analytics of the show. It won't cost you a penny. So please consider doing that. It looks like Jeff Riley is making his way in here. Hey, Gary, thank you for coming in, Gary.
Yeah.
And Jeff Riley is in the house.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Hey, how you doing, Jeff?
Good. Hey, thanks for passing that message on to Phil, because I got a hold of him. He called me on Tuesday afternoon.
Fantastic.
I was able to pass Mike's message on to him.
Oh, good. That was Minnesota Mike, right?
Yeah. Apparently they're trading some engines back and forth or whatever they're doing.
Oh, very good. And looks like Sparky's making his way in here. Hey, Sparky.
Hey, Sparky.
Sparky's audio is connecting. Hey, Sparky, how you doing?
Pretty good. We're up in Cleveland.
All right.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Dennis will be coming on. We had dinner with him tonight.
Which Dennis?
At a mission.
All right, cool.
I was sitting there when your text came through.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for joining us, Sparky. Thanks.
Yeah, I just thought I'd say hi before I go to bed. Go to sleep.
Yeah, no problem, man. That's great. And let me say hi to Jim Hoffman. Hey, Jim, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it very much. So what events are you going to compete in, Sparky, this weekend?
Just Pampa. I don't have a profile. I'll be flying profile tomorrow. I help John. John's here.
Oh,
You're flying
John.
Hey, Charles.
Hey, Sparky, you flying the Junar?
Yeah.
That's a good plane. It seems to fly pretty good.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, I can vouch for that. It's a very good flying plane. I wish I remembered it, but I do know that it flew really nice. I came back to my planes. I had this strong disdain for all of them, but I've forgotten what the plane was like. So I forgot. So I've been flying my planes, but my SV11 is trimming out pretty nice. Have you tried those Spectral Lines yet, Sparky?
No, we haven't had very good weather. I'm going to try that on my Tucker, the big Tucker.
Well, I've taken out 1.25 ounces of wingtip weight.
Well, that'll lose what?
Well,
how much your airplane weigh now? 8
Oh,
pounds?
no, now it weighs 65 ounces.
Oh, 65.
Hey, that's light for me. I've been flying 80-ounce planes. I've been flying what is Bob Hunt calls them? Lumber wagons.
No,
I've
that's
been
what I
flying.
call them.
Oh, so does Bob Hunt. I've been flying.
Charles, your plane weighed 42 ounces at the contest.
You know what? I took it. You know, it's the first time ever happened to me. I don't know if it's ever happened to you guys, but I knew my plane weighed 66 ounces. And the guy weighed it and he goes, okay, 42 ounces. I didn't say nothing. I said, thank you very much. And I just went about my business.
Do you know why they do that sometimes?
No.
Because there's no need to pull all that weight. If you pull 25 pounds, that's all you need.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't know. I rarely attribute anything to something deeply thought out if it can be explained by incompetence.
Yeah.
And these engineers have overkilled everything where they're pulling 100 pounds. Do you really believe your airplane's pulling 100 pounds? No, I don't think so.
Not even on a cross circle flyover.
No.
Try to pick up 100 pounds
Yeah.
of dead weight.
When I pull my airplane, like when Traxler had all that weight on there and I jerked that scale across the lot, you got to pull pretty damn hard to do that.
Wow. You talking about the scale at the Nats? That scale? You pulled that?
Yeah. Yeah, he put all the weight on it. They were loading it up. I got pissed off. I grabbed the airplane. I drug the scale and him about 5 foot, didn't I, John?
Yep.
Pissed me off. I did it with the Junar too. Okay, no problem. And just pull that scale over.
Yeah, 15,000 slides on there too.
Yeah, 15,000 slide. You're not going to pull 100 pounds.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who's flying a 10-pound plane though? Right. I mean,
I don't
10
know.
Gs, that'd be 100 pounds, right?
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. Traxler was being a smart ass, and okay, no problem. I just pulled it all.
Wow. Let me welcome Mark Gerber. Thank you, Mark, for coming in. Appreciate it. So anybody do any flying this week?
Yeah, I flew today.
And you flew your Junar today?
Yeah, the refinished Junar.
All right. And how'd it go?
Well, the first flight was extremely fat. I don't know. I don't know what was up with that. And I switched over to 10% fuel and it ran like it was supposed to. So all good.
Very nice. And I saw, Jim, you also went flying this week?
I did. I did some experiments.
Oh,
I
cool.
had those trip strips on the elevators of my Predator.
And what'd you think of them?
My experience is that I can't feel the difference. My experience.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I was on the chat last week or last time, and when we put them on, very interesting. It caused the airplane to go tail down inverted, and that was interesting. So Joe Gilbert had an interesting theory that the strip was making the airplane had a little bit of a down elevator trimmed into it, and his thought was that trip strip was making the elevator more powerful, causing the tail down. So we
Now, when you say
that.
trip strip, is that the vertical plane on the back of the elevators, or is that
No.
the zigzag tape?
Neither.
What is
Let
it?
me show you a photo. How about that?
Okay.
Let's see. I can pull up a picture.
You do that.
All
You welcome Dennis. Hey, Dennis. Dennis Adamison's in the house. Welcome.
that was a good steak tonight, wasn't
Good
it,
to be-
Dennis?
Oh man, it sure looked like it. I was just remembering any of you guys, old fans of the old Saturday Night Live. Remember they did a show about pre-chew Charlies. So Let's just say Sparky is, he turned into a vegetarian tonight, so.
And I still had to pay for it.
Well, I don't know. I'm surprised they charged you for it, so. What, they brought you 2 steaks and they were both bad, right? That's,
Terrible. I mean, I left it.
And Stuart is making his way in here. It's just he's connecting his audio. He'll be in shortly. Hey,
Let's
Dennis,
see the trip
while
trip.
Jim is bringing up this picture, I took out another ½ ounce of wingtip weight today.
another half, so you're taking 1 full ounce out?
1 1/4 ounce.
Whoa. I'm amazed at that.
So am I. I was reluctant to do it, but that's what it took to get the wings level. I put some trim tabs on, one on the inboard wing and one on the outboard wing, so I kind of get equal drag. And that's what my attempt was, anyways. And then the outboard wingtip was up. I mean, was down, either upright or inverted. So I took out some tip weight, 1/4 ounce at a time, and now the plane is. I can see that it's definitely flat now. I
Okay.
thought it was flat before, but it's definitely flat now, and it's flying good.
And line tension is, you're maintaining line tension and stuff?
Yeah, for the most part. I had to move the lead outs back. I forgot
see
when
that?
I
Airplane.
I forgot to move the lead outs back when I took out the tip weight.
They're wasting their
the
time with all
correlation.
nonsense.
So, and Howard Rush is in the house. Thank you, Howard, for coming in.
Hi.
And Stuart is still making his way in here. So, Jim, have you found that picture? Oh, I see it there.
I'm
How thick,
I'm trying to share it. Am I successful?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
how thick is it?
All right, so that is 20 thousandths thick. It's multiple layers of masking tape, top and bottom.
You got rat turds on your wing too?
So
No, serious question. Do you have rat turds on your wing too?
The
what do you mean
VG,
by a rat turd?
vortex generators.
I do.
I'm just wondering, but do you have the flat part going on the elevator too? It's a vertical piece, sort of like I don't know what you would call
No, he
them,
doesn't have it on there.
So your vortex generators are on your wing now, Jim.
Yes,
It's like a dam.
the vortex
Yeah.
generators on the wing.
You know, this might be an unintelligent observation, but I think the gap between the flap and the elevator is a bigger detriment than anything else you got going on.
Well, why do
Yeah.
you say that? Because it's sealed.
Seal, okay. Can't see the seal, that's why you said it.
The that configuration, if you look at the very bottom, that hinge pin is one long piece of music wire, and I can remove the elevator in 5 seconds after I
Okay.
take the tape off.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
So, anyways, Jim. So
when we added those strips, those blue strips, the plane flew tail down inverted, which surprised us. Everything else was fine. So I took I used the push rod clevis. I took added one full turn of up to the elevator, but the elevators were trimmed with some down in them. So it was still down of neutral. And we took a flight, and the tail down characteristic was reduced, but not gone. So next flight, we took off those blue strips altogether completely. And the tail down characteristic was nearly gone. It was so close to level that we said good enough.
Do you have
That was an
positive instance in your stab?
No, but the airplane is trimmed out with a little down elevator in it.
Yeah, almost all my airplanes trim out with a little bit of down elevator when the flaps are level.
Right, mine too. So that was an interesting experiment.
But I don't have a saggy tail, you know, it's not flying tail up upright, and tail down inverted or anything like that. It's still flying with the fuselage level to the ground.
Right. When I took those blue strips off, that was pretty much where I was too.
Jim, did you notice any difference in inside outside turning or anything like that? Because that's often a byproduct of changing the trim between the flap and the elevator too.
No. I think when I really crank on it hard, I think the airplane will do a tighter outside,
Mhm.
but not a contest flight. It turns
Mhm,
decently
mhm.
both ways.
It's pretty neat.
So I'm
I'm just
pretty,
kind of curious, what would happen if you took out all of your down elevator trim or take out another turn or whatever it takes? You know what I mean?
yes, my recollection is we
Got it
got to
locked
that.
on.
This airplane has a couple hundred flights on it.
Right.
And my recollection is that down elevator that's in it now was the result of the trim needed to take out the hunt.
The
Okay.
guy
But now
asked
you've
about,
taken out one turn of that trim and you took your blue strips off. So it seems like there might have been, you know, like maybe you were borderline for hunting again or something like that. Does that make sense?
It makes sense, and I thought about that, and I think I've got enough stick time on the plane that hunt wasn't an issue.
Howard,
Okay.
what do you think it is?
What do I think what is?
His issue with the sticky Cooper things on there.
Oh, my guess is it made a little pitch trim change.
Mhm.
Was the airplane turning when it's running neutral elevator? Was it turning equal and inside and outside turns? With the elevator?
I don't recall. Airplane's a couple years old.
Okay, but you are sure that you did that to correct a hunting issue, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Did the blue tape have any effect other than the pitch trim thing? Did it?
I don't think so. I don't fly that often. I'm not as
No.
refined as some people, but I didn't feel it.
Oh, I
Plane's got a
couldn't.
decent corner already, and
I couldn't feel the doodad, the effect of the doodads on mine either, except the added drag.
yep. This was nice. This did not add drag.
Yeah, mine are taller.
No.
Mhm.
About that gurney dam that some guys are running, does that make a big effect change on things?
Gurney flap.
Yeah, whatever they call it.
Gurney
It's like
flap.
an air dam on the back of the elevators. They got a vertical piece of wood about.
Yeah, it's called a gurney. It's called a gurney
whatever,
flap.
or
Oh, thanks for
Gurney
that, Mike, and
tab, I
welcome,
would
Mike.
say, or
Well, I tried some, and I had some that Howard made, and I had the same result as he did, that it added drag to the airplane, but I couldn't feel it. But I know a lot of high-end flyers that do feel it, and they like
Yep.
it.
Yeah, it might depend on the airplane.
Kenny Stevens says that he thinks it makes his plane turn faster.
Mhm.
Well, when they're 80 ounces, you need all the help you can get.
Mhm.
Well,
Kenny-
Let me
Kenny
interrupt.
doesn't
Let me
feel
let
that
me
way.
interrupt for a second. Let me just say hi to Mike. Thanks for coming in, Mike, and thank
Thanks.
you, Stuart, for getting in. I appreciate it. I know you're just having a problem connecting. Thank you for your persistence.
I don't think Kenny Stevens builds 80-ounce airplanes, man.
No.
yeah, they're pretty heavy.
You might want to take the share screen off, Charles. No, they're in
Go
the
ahead and
70s.
do the stop share for me, Jim.
I
They're
did.
80. They're 87. Is that what you said, Sparky?
They're in the 70s, high 70s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised to hear that. I didn't think he built anything
Well,
that
when you
heavy.
put a gallon of clear on, what do you expect?
I got one of Kenny Stevens' impacts that he built years ago that he gave to Wes Eakin, and Wes Eakin gave it to me. And it's a 65 size PA ship. And when I got it, it was 65, 64 ounces. And it's a 20-year-old airplane.
I'm talking about his ones he's flying now, the beautiful concourse jobs. They're heavy.
Are they? Okay.
Well, from the horse's mouth, he sprayed a gallon of clear on it. That came from him.
Looks like it.
Yeah,
They're
there's
beautiful
90.
air. Don't
Looks
get
like
me
he used
wrong.
paper too.
Yeah, they're beautiful. He does a great job. But
Yeah, I usually vote for his airplane for concourse at the NAP.
Yeah, that's an easy thing to do. You know, and if it's a gallon of clear, it's because he doesn't have any pigment in it either. So, but I still think that would be a fairly light approach for making a gorgeous finish. So,
Let me welcome John Miller. Hey, John, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it.
Hi, John.
Hi, guys.
And Mark, you went flying this week too, right?
Yeah, I did an experiment as well.
Tell me about it.
I got my new SV11 ARF that I got from Brodax. And I had in the air the last few weeks, and it's been flying really well. Got a Tom Lay 60 on it. It weighs about 65 ounces. And I've been flying it with a 64 feet 018 stainless steel cables. I made up a set of Spectral Lines, 80-pound, 64 feet. And I swapped those out yesterday. And I was very pleased with the difference. It tracked better. And the plane seemed like it was more free to fly without dragging those cables around. And I've taken a little bit of tip weight out now, and I like it. I don't think I'll go back to the cables.
Is
Very
there, Dennis, is there a big difference between 15,000 steel and Spectra?
in what do you mean difference in what way?
The way they feel, are they, is it lighter on the lines or what?
Well, the lines are physically lighter. They weigh a lot less. All right. They're talking about like 30, I think it was 30 grams for cables and like 5 grams for Spectra. It's like a night and day difference. The other differences I've noticed, I think it might show up more in an electric than in a gas airplane. I've noticed that they're very slippery. There's almost no line friction. And I think it shows up in what Mark just talked about, the airplane tracking better and stuff like that. I think that's really what you're
Yeah,
sensing.
the hunting,
lines
the
aren't
hunting and
drag-
level flight went away. I mean,
Yeah,
How
there's
positive-
no line drag.
Is it a positive feel?
Absolutely.
guys-
oh yeah, you have a better connection to the airplane because it doesn't stretch
I-
as much.
I got that set. Maybe I'll try them tomorrow.
I would recommend that you don't try them on contest day. If you're going to practice tomorrow, try them.
Yeah,
But,
that's what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, but seriously, and frankly, Sparky, you got your white airplane?
Yeah.
Is that what? Okay, you've got a lot of time on that. I really suggest if you want to get the maximum sense of difference and stuff like that, fly with a cable just to remind yourself of where you are, and then change them back to back, and that will be the biggest way to see the change. The other thing is when you do it, take out probably a ½ ounce of tip weight anyway. You might need to take a little more, but a ½ ounce should be pretty safe, pretty close.
I don't think I can get that out of it. I think
all
I'll,
you got in it.
yeah, it's all I got in it.
Yeah, then
Take
take
it all
out.
out.
Yeah, then add it to the inboard.
That's
No,
right. I've
no.
got the old timer I'm flying tomorrow. I think I have some built in it. I took all the weight out of the box. I've got I think a ½ ounce in the inboard tip, and I think I need another ½ ounce. So, and it's embarrassing as hell, but that's where it's at. And I'm flying that on very, very small lines. But But I don't know, there's people who are flying gas airplanes and have noticed a difference. There's people who are flying electric airplanes who I think notice a bigger difference, because I think electrics are more prone to line drag with less vibration coming through the lines and stuff. I think they're more prone to getting line drag than what gas airplanes are.
Well,
But
after the contest tomorrow, I'll set up that 64-foot set on my other handle. It's exactly the same. We'll set them up with both, exactly the same neutrals, and I'll try that back to back, and you can, watch me and help me with that.
Yeah, we can do that. I can help you with that.
The other thing I discovered was it's much quicker to put together a set of Spectral Lines with the double surgeon's knot and the lark's head on the little ring.
Can I wind them up like this?
Yes,
Well, you can.
Yeah, you can.
yeah.
Better than stand there, for 10 minutes and do your wrapping.
You can step on them. You can drag them. You can. I roll them up on the spool like this, man.
Well, we got guys that we watched them at FCM. We got one guy that hit every set of lines. We stepped on every set of lines going down the way, trying to miss it. So I think the Spectra would probably be less prone to getting kinked or whatever.
Yeah.
And I probably had a head start because I'm a fly fisherman, so I've been tying surgeon's knots and lark's head loops for a long time. But you got to kind of figure out how to do it. I was watching Mike Stinson's video. It's a really good piece of information.
Yeah.
But
Excellent
I was
video.
pleased at how fast you could put together a set of lines.
What about wind drag going on?
Wind drag, let's see, the ones, what did I give you? 80-pound lines. They were, I believe, 016 diameter, and you're flying an 015, so the drag will actually be just a tick higher in your case, but it'll be, really marginal.
I
So,
remember the old Kevlar lines that they used to have out years ago.
Not even the same animal. Not even.
Yeah.
Those were completely terrible. I mean, shoot, those were so draggy going through the air, penetrating the air, that you ended up with about 5 times the bow in them that you normally have. And I understand, the Spectra is a lot thinner, but I was just wondering if you got that.
Yeah, it can be. I've replaced my 015 lines with 50-pound Spectra, and that's actually 012 diameter in place of 015, so my line drag is less. And the lines, I set, just as a side note, guys, I set these two up with lines at FCM that they haven't gotten on the trying yet, but they were 80-pound lines, because frankly, I thought that's what you were flying. I thought you were flying on 018s. And so they're probably oversized, but they're not really oversized. You come right down to it. They're lighter. They don't weigh anything. And they're diameter wise, they're going to be about, just a little bit bigger, just a hair bigger. But, a thousandth of an inch, I don't think you're going to hardly be able to tell that. So, I don't know. I can tell you about it till I'm blue in the face. Just go fly them, and maybe you'll like them, maybe you won't. I know. I saw how picky Sparky is about his steaks tonight. I don't make any predictions about what he's going to like or not like.
Yeah.
What'd you do? You sent 2 steaks back tonight?
Yeah.
Well, here's the story. I get the steak. It's cold, so I send it back. Oh, it's cold, and I took one bite, and it was one of those steaks. The more you chew, the bigger it got. So I spit it out. I spit that on the plate because there's no way I could swallow it. It just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So I told her, I said, this is tough and it's cold. So she said, well, bring you a new one. I said, please don't cut it up. So she brings it back, and I cut it into thin slices. Had a decent flavor, but it was cold. And she came back and asked me what I thought. I said, well, it's still cold and it's tough. She said, oh, well, we'll take it off the bill. Well, they didn't take it off the bill. It cost me $30 for a steak. 2 steaks I did not eat. And I could have ate it. I mean, I hate to complain, but man, it was bad.
What was it? A chain restaurant like Texas Roadhouse or something, or Logan's?
No, Texas Roadhouse would have been an edible steak. It was what was that? maybe.
Max and Irma's. Max and
Oh,
Yeah,
Irma's.
Max and
Max.
Irma's. Oh yeah, I would never buy a steak there.
I won't be buying a steak there either. I'll get a hamburger.
Yeah.
You can't screw up a hamburger.
Well, it's a sirloin, so what can you
Yeah,
say?
you can.
That's the cheapest cut of steak meat you're gonna get. is
Yard
sirloin.
House screwed up my hamburger today.
Anybody else do any flying? I know. Hey, Mike
Airplanes,
Monkey. All
airplanes.
right, Mike. All right, bring it, brother.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3 days in a row, 8
Wow.
flight a day on the Axioma. I put in 24 flights on the Axioma this week.
Wow, very
And
good.
then, Sam went out with me Wednesday, and he flew his Vector because we're leaving for Canton, Georgia in the morning, like 5 a.m. We're leaving for Canton. We're not flying any events tomorrow. We're just we're gonna get there early and just practice and visit with people. But we're both flying Pampa on Sunday. So
It's
I
Dixon's
spotted-
contest, right?
Dixon's contest, yes. Yeah, Derek will be there. Will Davis will be down there. A bunch of Carolina guys I expect to be there. The Florida guys will be there. Wayne Smith is coming up, I know. I'm actually going to have, I think I got the Axioma trimmed out pretty damn well. It's flying as good or better than the SV11 I was flying for the last 3 years is. And I like it. I'm real comfortable with it. I'm not scared of flying it anymore because the first 10 flights I was shaking like a dog pooping peach pits every time I flew it. Terrified of breaking the damn thing. But no, I'm comfortable with it, hammering on it, doing a reverse swing over in the outside squares, all that, low pullouts, no problem. Got the lap times good, line tension's good everywhere. I think I've done as much as I know what to do on it, but I'm going to have Derek fly it, probably put up 2 flights on it tomorrow and see if there's anything he thinks it needs, a little tweak or whatever. But overall, I'm very happy with the airplane. I'm pretty comfortable with it. And I think I can fly as well with it as the one I've been flying for the last 3 years. So
Oh, that's good. That's a good place to be.
it is. It is.
Get down there and break a leg.
I hope I break a leg and not an airplane.
As
Yeah.
they say in the movie industry,
Let's get off here.
Hey, Charles, I hear you say you actually had 25 flights this week. So,
You sound like a banjo kind of a Dennis.
Charles, was that 25 flights?
He's on,
I'm sorry.
He's on
Oh, very good. No, I'm not gonna lie. No, not 25 flights this week.
hotel. Dennis is.
Oh, is that what we're doing? Is that what we're
Hey,
doing?
guys,
That's what we're doing.
I'm just trying.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to
All
fan
right,
the flames, you
Sparky.
guys. I'm just
Bye,
trying to
Sparky.
fan-
Bye, John.
Hey,
Hey,
John.
Sparky.
Good luck. Good luck to
luck.
both of you guys this weekend, man. Good luck and have fun.
Good week.
Yeah,
Have a good
absolutely.
weekend.
Yeah. See
See
ya.
ya.
Have fun, Sparky.
That's good, Dennis.
Take care.
Well, Dennis, that's just 24 flights for this Canton contest, man. By the time Vegas roll around, if I can do 24 a week between now and Vegas, I'm gonna have 200 flights on this airplane by Vegas, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
But remember, I'm in Southern California. I probably can fly more than you can in Tennessee.
I doubt it. Our weather's good till November, man. Right? I'll be able to fly right up till I get on the plane for Vegas.
Good,
So
good.
I don't know. He played the California card. I'm not sure what's left here. So,
well, there's that. But I don't know. Is Howard going to come down and trim your airplane out for you? Because Derek's going to trim my airplane out better tomorrow.
I know it still comes down to execution, though.
It does. It does. And you'll have the advantage that I will probably stay up too late gambling and have too many cocktails every night before competition morning. So
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah. it'll be fun.
that's it.
Yeah, it would be fun. Absolutely. Let me welcome Lynn Burrell. Thank you, Lynn,
Hey,
for
guys.
coming in.
Good to see you.
Hey, Lance.
Hey,
All right.
I've
I'll wake
been
you up.
asking everybody else, have you been flying? Did you do any flying this week at the Beanfield or?
yeah, we did some flying. I flew today. Yeah, the Bears flying really well on the pipe, and yeah, it's all good. contest tomorrow in Toronto.
Oh, nice.
So I'm up
Man,
early.
there's contests everywhere this weekend, man.
Yeah,
Shouldn't you
This
be
is a
ahead,
crazy
Mike?
weekend.
yeah.
This is a crazy weekend. We got, at Georgia, New York, Cleveland, St. Louis, Dallas, sounds like Toronto.
Yeah.
Wow.
Craig, there was one in advertised in Stunthangar in Belgium this weekend. So I mean,
Wow.
it's
I
all
don't think
over the
I don't
place.
think I'm gonna make it to that one.
Yeah, and isn't there one in California? Or did I get the or is that next week? The
Apollo Field.
I think it's the following week, the meet and meet, I think.
yeah, meet and meet.
Yeah, I think it's
That's
the
the
Is
20th.
that something that is that one you can get on your calendar, Charles, or is that too far away? Or
It's a little bit of a distance. And then financially, I just got to rub my nickels together so I can go to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to go.
Okay.
I've never been to the meet and meet. I would love to go up there and check it out. And so hopefully we'll see those same competitors at the Las Vegas Stunt Challenge.
I just changed
yeah,
my
it sounds
flight.
like that's really shaping up.
I changed my flight from Sunday night to Monday morning because I was originally I'm coming in Thursday and I was leaving Sunday night at like 7:00. And I was worried if there's a bunch of people in advance in Pampa, we might not finish up there till 2 or 3 maybe.
Yeah.
And I was worried about pushing it, getting to the airport.
Yeah.
So I changed my flight to like a 6:30 a.m. Monday morning flight
It's a good
instead.
idea. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
From Vegas, Mike?
Yeah,
Say again?
that'll-
Is that from Vegas?
Yeah, Vegas back to Nashville. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that'll give you plenty of time for some last minute donations to the local economy too. So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That gives you a little more time to spend some money on the craps table.
That's
I don't play craps. I'm a roulette player, man. I'm a roulette guy.
I've never won at that game. Never had any luck there.
Yeah. I remember once I told my wife I was going out to shoot craps, and she started crying because she didn't know how to cook. But oh well,
Yeah.
this is a
Hey.
rim shot.
Can we talk about Spectral Lines again real quick?
Yeah,
go
Mark,
ahead.
yeah, Mark brought it up.
Yeah, so I told you I had the 2 spools I bought from 2 different suppliers that were breaking on me. I think we talked about that last time we were talking. After reaching out to both different sellers on eBay, the first seller, it took a little bit of back and forth, but he agreed to take them back. And that guy, he said it was Shimano, actually. And he's like, we're Shimano and we own Power Pro.
Right.
So he gave me a little static about sending it back, and he finally agreed to do a return on it. So I sent it back, and what he said in his message was, we are anxiously awaiting the return of your product because you've got us stumped here and we want to test it. And I said, feel free, man. I said, test it. I said, it's going to break just like I told you it's going to break. So that one's on it. Actually, they got it yesterday and they've already issued my refund. I'm curious to see if they're going to message me back after I test it and tell me if they think I'm, full of crap, or if, okay, it was bad and it was breaking, because it absolutely was. I showed you guys last week. I was, boom, breaking it right there.
In mind, something.
Just 1 second, Jim. And then the other seller that I bought the other spool from, it took a lot more convincing, but he finally said, okay, I'll issue your return and refund your money. But we have sold thousands of spools of this and never had a problem with anything. And I was like, look, it's either a bad batch. I don't know what's going on. I've had, dozens of spools of this over the years and never run into anything. So both 2 different sellers agreed to take my stuff back. So they're on the way. I'm getting my refunds and I don't have to directly contact Power Pro like Jim did. So I'm just going to leave it at that. They're going to give me my money, and that's that. So.
Hey, Mike, one thing I know about Shimano, and I've dealt with them, and it's the same company that makes the bicycle brakes, that makes the fishing reels, that makes the rock. I've done a lot of mountain bike stuff, and every time I've ever had a problem with Shimano, I contact that company directly, send them back what I had a problem with. Normally, I get 2 or 3 free sets back from them.
Okay. Well, I wasn't looking for any freebies. I just wanted my, 100, because it was $100 for 500
Yeah,
yards.
Well, it's not so much that. They
potential
make a good
problem here
amount
that
of
could be.
promise.
All right, you guys. Jim wants to say something.
Yeah, go ahead, Jim.
I spoke to Shimano today. I had sent them back a defective roll of Max Coutro 5-6 weeks ago. They instantly sent me a piece of paper, said, we're going to send you a new reel. I spoke to them. I said, are you going to test it? They didn't know how to respond to that. So the ship date was supposed to be yesterday. So I called them, and it's still on back order. They promised October 2. So that's what I know. But that was directly with Shimano.
Okay.
They'll get it to you.
I don't want my money. I want the product.
Oh, no, they'll get it to you. Trust me. Shimano makes good on everything I've ever dealt with Shimano. They've made good on it.
Well, good. I'll bank on that. But they missed today's delivery.
Here's a direct quote from Shimano. You have the Shimano and Power Pro team stumped on this one. We are anxiously awaiting your spool of line so we can test. That was their response to me. So
Okay.
It seems like if this company's saying that, it's like, but they don't realize that we're not fishermen. And
no, and I didn't tell them.
Tasks that probably fishermen don't do. So it's a little different.
Yeah, I didn't tell them the application I was using, because that'd be the surest way for them to say, well, you're not using it for its intended use. But I don't care, man. If you can tie 2 loops and pull them apart between a screwdriver, 2 screwdrivers with 65-pound test, we proved it the other day. I've got good stuff here I couldn't break, and their stuff just went bing right in my hands, just like
you're doing an actual test. How many fishermen actually do this?
Probably none.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like we're actually keeping them in line.
So
and by the way, you didn't break it on control lines. You broke it between 2 screwdrivers in your lap. All right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm, it's 2 spools at 500 yards. That was $200 out of my pocket. I'm happy I'm getting my money back. I understand, Jim, you want the product, but I don't want the product if it's going to be from the same batch or the same source, or, I want good product. I want the white stuff that I had that I couldn't break when I was trying to break it when I was showing you guys. I don't want another spool of yellow that I can break between my hands with 2 screwdrivers. So I really think Shimano Fish they're gonna respond back to me when they get it. And like I said, they're gonna say, you're full of crap, it's fine, or you're right, it broke under. I still wish I was working in the quality control shop here in Nashville, and I could put it on a tensile machine and pull it myself, and actually see, because we had several, tensile machines in the shop where we used to pull test stuff all the time to breaking, and I could have tested this stuff easy if I was still working in the shop, and done it repeatedly, done over and over and over. Yeah.
Hey, Mike, you happen to have a luggage scale? Because you could put 1 loop around the screwdriver between your feet, put another loop on your luggage scale and pull up on it and give them a weight rating.
I don't need a luggage scale to know that the stuff was breaking way under the rated strength, because I have
No, nobody needs that, but at least if you give them a number.
Right.
So
Well, I had my-
used the luggage scale.
I had my calibrated arms, my calibrated forearm, and it felt like 15 pounds. It was like nothing to break that stuff.
You can
I
stand on
saw-
a bathroom
I saw the
scale and
break.
hang it from the ceiling and pull till and watch
Yeah.
how many pounds
Yeah.
you lose before it breaks.
I was
Well,
breaking
you break
50-pound material at 20 to 30 pounds repeatedly with a scale,
Yeah.
Okay.
and not at the knot.
Not at the knot. And you weren't jerking it either. You were just
Oh,
applying a load.
Just the opposite.
Yeah.
It was an incredibly slow creep up on it pull test.
Right.
Question for Mark. Mark, the line that you flew, that you made, did you get the Max Quattro line, or did you get the regular original Power Pro, or what did you
Oh,
have?
it's a Max Quattro.
80-pound?
Yeah,
Okay.
that I bought it a few weeks ago. But I tested a couple of 3-foot pieces in the basement, tying one on my vise and another one and pulling like hell till I could finally break it. That convinced me it wasn't, probably defective. And when I
Okay.
got the 64-foot lines, I went out in the backyard and I tied those onto my deck and walked out with the handle and pulled and pulled and pulled till I thought the deck was going to let go before I
Okay.
tried to use them with an airplane.
Mhm.
And integrity is good so far.
Yeah. By the way, this amazed me when I did that. I thought when I pull tested my first pound, just like you did, I had them tied together and had a handle pulling on. I thought, gee, these are stretching. And just for the sake of comparison, I took my 018 cables and did exactly the same thing. And they felt just like it. All right. They felt,
There you go.
I was pulling on it hard enough where I was into the realm where they felt stretchy. So, well beyond, the normal, 10 or 15 pounds or whatever we get. So,
Yeah, I mean, I pulled much more than any pull test I've ever had.
yeah. Well, just happy that it's working out for you so far. So I think you're going to be all right.
Yeah, I'm not going back.
Mhm.
Let me ask you
Okay.
guys a question. If you tie knots in your Spectral Lines and then stretch them, if you tied them off at say 59'6" for regular combat, after you stretch them, are they now 59'9" or are they 59'6½"? I mean, how much do they grow when you stretch them?
They grow some. I never measured it. I think Mike Alamoff posted something where I think I want to say he stretched a set of like 65-foot lines. I think they took a 2-inch stretch or something like that. If you look through that one thread called Adventures in Spectra, look for a Mike Alamoff post somewhere at the bottom of the first or top of the second page. He put some numbers on it.
But when you tie the knots, you pull like mad on the knots, so it's good and tight before you get out to do the stretch with your handle. So
Yeah.
Okay. But realistically, it's really not that much.
No, the lines do move some, and I think really what it's doing is you're like just tightening up the weave, okay? And they come back, they don't go all the way back to zero. And someone said, well, gee, maybe over 6 months' time, maybe it'll go back to zero. Well, I haven't heard of anybody doing anything like that, so I guess I just don't know that. But at any rate, yeah, Mike Alamoff did some interesting things with that, and he had some numbers on there, but I don't remember all of them. It was I think something like 2 inches of stretch and a 65-foot line or something like that. So
That's not bad.
stretch and set, I should say. Yeah. My feeling is, even steel cables stretch over time.
yeah, they sure do.
Yeah. So
The one mistake I made was I tried to clean them using Rain-X like I clean my steel cables, and I ended up with a yellow towel because it pulled the dye out of the line, but not very much, but enough. So that's the last I'm going to. I read up some more on the Adventures of Spectra, and I decided nobody's really cleaning their lines unless they do it with soap and water. So
I
So you
think
want to use
that's
soap
it.
and water to clean them? I'm not sure how to clean mine. What should I do?
Alkaline water.
Alkaline water?
Alkaline water on a rag works good. That works good for steel. I don't know about Spectra.
What is alkaline water?
Alkaline water is basically just pure water. It's filtered pure water.
Okay.
Hey, Walter is here. Hey, Walter Umlin. You looking good.
Hey,
Hey,
long
you
time.
look good. You look good. You look much better, Walter.
I'm feeling better. Today was my first time out in like 3 months,
Fantastic.
right?
Fantastic, Walter.
You're
Wow.
looking amazing.
Thank you. I feel good.
That's good.
That's
Yeah.
coming true too.
That's good. That's really good. So
Whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
Starving myself, actually.
yeah,
No.
you look smaller. You do look smaller too.
Yeah, I'm taking all of the medicines the doctor gave me, for the congestive heart failure, and I'm over the COVID and all that stuff. So you and I spoke. So
Yeah, very good.
yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
I'm just taking the medicine. I sleep a lot. I will say that. And
good.
so I'm getting a lot of rest.
That's great, man. You can see it. You can absolutely see it.
I actually went down 2 pant sizes.
Very good.
Yeah, I
Very
went from a
good.
6X to a 4X.
That's great.
Very, very good. Very good.
I do that sometimes when I come close to hitting the ground.
Lose a lot of weight, huh?
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Yeah.
And Al Fierro's in the house. Thank you, Al, for coming in. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
How you doing? Hey, Al.
Doing well. Doing very well. What do you got there, Al? Let me make you big. What is that? Oh, Power Pro. What you got? You got getting a refund?
Nope.
Certificate of authenticity or what?
Oh. Is it upside down or you see it?
No, I see it. I see it.
Yeah, no, I set my lines back to get evaluated.
Okay.
So
Very good.
I called them up and told them, what I did, and they told me, I said, is there a way, what's the braking strength? Is it like 50% of what you're saying on the box, or is it the true braking strength? And the guy told me on the 100-pound, he says, that's the true braking strength. And he says, he said he couldn't break it. He shouldn't be able to break it. So he said, send it in and get evaluated. So I filled out, this is the company that.
Yeah.
So
Are you talking about flying lines?
Yeah, we're talking about the Spectral Lines.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So, and I sent in the 80-pound test, the ones that I broke real easy the other night on,
Very good. Very good.
So I sent it, return receipt, so I know to get it.
Very good, Al. That's good work.
Yeah, sure we'll hear something. Yes.
On Monday, I'll receive some 40 fins, 40G at 80 pounds. So I've been checking it out and checking what you guys have been finding out. So I'll try testing them as well. I understand that they haven't had the problem to the extent that they've had with the Power Pro.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they haven't even had the usage either. All right, it's kind of an unknown thing there. The one thing interesting with the Fins 40G, they do say they got on their website, they have the rating of the line, say 65 pounds, and then they have the actual braking strength at like 80 pounds or something like that. They have 2 different numbers, which Al, I think that kind of fits into the questions that you were leading with when you first started talking tonight. What's the actual braking strength? Well, that's what they're saying it is. Whether it's true or not, obviously, is up for grabs. But anyhow.
So I brought a new test for you guys, live test.
All right.
All right.
It's 15,000 steel cable.
All
All
right.
right.
And then I
Crimp.
used my crimps.
All right.
All right.
Now I found out with the crimps, if I made the ends, bring it through and leave the loop on the bottom and end it up on the top, keep it all inside the crimp, the crimps would slip. Okay.
Huh.
Now,
Really?
so now I made it like the Ukrainian lines that you get. Do you see where you bring it around and through, you bring it around the outside,
Yep.
then back up through the button, and then the tail ends on the bottom.
Yep.
Mhm.
So now if you had an eyelet in there, so what happens, you can see it's tight, the loops were big. It slipped up to the end of the screwdrivers, and now it's nice and tight, like, so if you had eyelets in there, it would lock.
That's
Right.
The crimps
that's
do slip.
exactly how I make my combat lines for steel, Al. I go through the crimp and around.
Right, yeah, so, yeah, through the crimp and around to the top and then down and through, crimp it. And you can see they slipped right up to the screw, I pre-pulled it because I knew they were gonna slip.
Would they eventually slip through?
It would, but if you have eyelets in there, the eyelets would hold it,
Right.
right?
Want to hear something
Okay.
stupid?
What's
I
that?
always put a drop. I said, you want to hear something stupid? Regardless of how I do my lines, when I have to fix them or whatever, or used to, I put a drop of CA through the because people tell you not to solder it.
Right, well,
So I put a drop of CA in,
okay, so this is 15 thousandths, right?
right?
Steel.
All right.
Oh, gee.
And where
So
did it break?
where'd it go?
Where did it break? Okay, in front of the.
Just
Oh,
outside the eyelet.
Not at the crimp, though.
Not at the crimp, but it broke it there. So it broke fairly easy, So
Man,
I guess,
strong.
so,
Maybe we're finding out just how strong our steel lines are and have been all these years.
right.
I think we're finding out how strong Al is, and I don't want to mess with him.
Good
Just
point.
as long
Well
as he
put.
can't get hold of one ear and the other,
I'm just going to hand him the trophy.
Yeah.
Take my stream of two.
Yeah,
Rocky.
no,
Call him Rocky.
well, so I was, I get, I was kind of, this one I thought broke pretty easy, but I tried it before it was harder, but anyway.
Is
it
that
was
solid or braided?
What's
Is that
that?
solid or braided?
Braided 15,007 strand.
From where? Is that the fly-by-wire junk, or is that from?
No, that was,
Nylon brand?
it's on a black spool. I don't know who I bought it from. I don't want to, I bought it from one of our vendors,
Duty or somebody like that. Okay. Okay.
Well, I've heard of other people talking about testing our stainless steel lines and finding out that they broke a lot easier than they thought they would.
Yeah. Well, that's what I just did. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so it's still a lot stronger than my 80-pound test stuff, but it was unequal with my 100-pound test, which I broke the other night, the Max Quattro. So I feel a lot more comfortable about the Max Quattro now, but I still want to see what, my 80-pound, that was like ridiculous,
Mhm.
What was the reasoning for you to test this out? Did you lose a plane over and said, wait, that shouldn't have broke?
No, just, curiosity, just dumb,
Okay.
like to, do, I usually march at a bit, at a different beat than everybody else. So it's
Okay,
just my curiosity. But it
that's
was,
fine. It's helpful to others.
yeah, I mean, but it was, it was something about, I learned a lot about the crimps too,
Right.
slipping like that, so.
Well, there have been at least 4 guys that have been testing the lines the same way you have, Al, because they, and it makes them wonder. They don't want to lose a plane, a stunner,
Right.
Due to the lines. So that's why they're testing.
Well, another thing too, with Broadway, everybody was saying the knot, the loop, where the lines are breaking in the middle in the loop. And I was just using a Palmer knot, just one time around because, to do that double knot, it takes, more concentration, more time to do it, just to, for a test piece. But none of my tests broke in the loop or at the knot. Everything broke in the middle. So whatever that's worth.
So essentially, you're saying the lines are weak.
Well, they
I thought the 80 pound was weak, but the 100 pound is similar to the, what I just did in front of you guys.
We need to find somebody who has access to a pull tester, like Mike was saying earlier.
Well, I mean,
You
I
can put in some cable and try that, and then put in some Spectra and try that, and get some
Yeah.
real data.
Yep.
I mean, I'm doing it. I flew combat last Sunday and I took the spring pull tester and I pulled it and, I pulled it to 50 pounds and I'm saying, so, I know it's not 100 pounds that I'm pulling.
No, I use a luggage scale. That's reasonably accurate and repeatable.
Right.
And so I quantify everything. And I know Dennis does the same.
Did you test any stainless steel cables?
No, I've not.
That's your homework for this week, Jim.
Well, if you look on that,
Send me a
look
set.
on that thread,
what I did.
if you look on that thread fun with Spectra, there are people that tried back to back steel and cable and fishing line.
Mhm.
And Jeff,
What's up?
hey, how's that? You got that cub going yet?
I actually had some questions for you about it, but we can finish talking about lines first.
Oh, okay.
Is there anybody out in the chat? I have 0 chats. I wonder if anybody is out there watching. If you would just type something in the chat box, let me know that the chat box is working because I haven't had not one chat. Just say hello, Charles, or something.
Charles, when I first tried to come in,
Yeah.
I clicked the like button and then I tried to put like sent, and it said chat error.
Okay, let me see something.
So I'm not sure what's going on with that.
Let's see here.
But anyway, the Cub it's coming together. It's working its way. It's going to be a fun little ship to fly, though.
Well, that's what I think, and that's kind of why you're the only one I know right now that's building one.
Well, I think the most fun part about it is it's easy to fit in a car.
Yeah.
And it's one of those that I could launch around a spool if I have to.
Yeah.
It's the geometry of it looks really good, except the pushrod angle is so steep up to that horn.
You're talking about to the flap?
Yeah. Yeah. Do I need to offset that hole like way forward or what?
Well, Howard has it in his scribblings. Scribblings is the wrong word. It's on his spreadsheet, and he does it where you don't have to do that. I do it on the graphic method, and I would offset that forward to where it would match the intersection, where the line coming from the belt crank just touches the radius of the line of the belt crank, not the belt crank, the flap horn itself. So that radius, that, okay.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So normally knowing that, being that you brought that up, knowing that, what I normally do is I split the difference between square to the flap and square to the bell crank horn, or square to the push rod. So it's somewhere right in there.
Well, anything, with that much difference, if it's real excessively steep, anything would be an improvement over that, because you can get a lot of differential between your rotation of your lines on the belt crank. Yeah.
Yeah, the straight horn I got in the kit was like, I get very little up flap, so to speak, which would be down elevator, and I get a ton of down.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem, and there's apparently there are more than one way to skin the cat, and
yeah, some work and some don't. Did you get my program, John?
No, I didn't. I was going to ask you that because I sent off the information for you.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Was Howard has a really good program to analyze bell crank motion. And
yeah, I sent it to you 3 times, so it must be going to your spam folder.
What were you sending it to? It's Joe Bell Crank 2.
Yeah,
the number 2 at gmail.com.
Yeah.
I go
with one L.
Yeah, only one L.
Yeah, I replied to the message you sent. So
this is weird.
And I'd sent stuff in April and May to the same address. So I'm going to your spam folder or something, or you got me.
Well, I've got 4 folders in there, and I just went through all 4. I'm down to where there's no mail, no email in any folder right now. It's gone through it all.
Yeah.
So I might have to clear out a different, figure something out, because I want to see
what is that, Howard? Is that a spreadsheet on how to lay that out, or?
Yeah.
Send it to me.
Send me your email address.
Okay. See if I can. Normally I do this on my computer. I'm on my iPad. I can tell you. You get a piece of paper. Yeah. Okay. You write down sharps and flats, and then I'll tell you how to spell it. Sharps. And flat Z. Sharps and flats.
And A-N-D?
No, N.
Yeah.
As in Nancy.
Okay. Sharps. Flats.
And with a Z.
Okay.
Sharps and FLATZ.
Okay.
At AOL.
.com, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Just send it to me. I'd love to have a copy of it.
Okay.
Hey,
I
Dennis.
have a hand raised by Al. Just a second, Gary. Al raised his hand. Go ahead, Al.
I just want to let you, your chat's not working. I try to send a chat.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that.
So.
I don't know why it's not working. I just
Yeah,
changed
I've
it to
tried
live
3
chat,
times.
so I don't know what's going on with the chat box. I apologize if you can't communicate with us through the chat. I don't know what's wrong with the live chat. I
Hey,
have
Dennis?
no idea.
Yeah,
Is Billy there to fly in tomorrow?
haven't seen him. He usually shows up, I guess. So hopefully we'll see him tomorrow. But we just spent about 20 minutes at the field tonight. There's just a few guys practicing
Okay.
and stuff. Nope. So yeah, no Billy yet.
Well,
But
tell him I said
gonna-
hi.
I absolutely will.
I don't think he
absolutely will,
knows
dear.
me, but associate with Steve Woolley, and that's just.
If I tell him that, he'll probably slap me. But
Tell him
nah,
I liked it.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. And I am going to bail out on you guys.
All
I'm
right,
here in
well,
my
have a-
hotel room. Yeah, my
have a good-
roommate's asleep on the other side here. So
Hey,
luckily
have a
he's
good
deaf,
outing
so he
this
can't hear
weekend.
me.
Good luck. Hope you do well,
Thank
Dennis.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, looking forward to a good weekend. So you guys take care, and we'll report back on Monday. All right.
All right, sounds good.
So-
Thank you for
Yeah.
coming in,
I want to
Dennis.
hear how
Good
Jim
one.
does on his homework with Steele. So
Yeah.
anyhow, all right, guys. Good night.
All right, see
Good
you.
night.
Dennis.
Good night.
All
I've
right,
got
how do I get out of here?
What, Howard? Did we miss part of what you said?
I have something to show Walter,
Uh-oh.
All right.
Uh-oh.
and let me turn around. I hooked up an air valve to my laser.
Hang on,
That
let me make you big. I thought you was gonna screen share. Hang on one second. Here we go.
so when the laser comes on, a solenoid opens and it squirts air on the part. Then when the laser goes off, the solenoid closes. The valve closes.
I have an air pump, but nothing like that.
Yeah, it's this is like $15 from Amazon, and then I went online and found out how to wire it up.
Okay.
Well, that almost looks handy.
It's handy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you got a compressor hooked up to it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to show us your laser?
Well, it's just a Chinese laser. Like,
No, I understand. Yeah.
yeah,
That's a big laser.
yeah.
45 inch, 46 inch.
1 meter bed, 1 wide.
39 or 40 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's 35 by 47
Oh, okay, that's bigger.
inches, you know.
You can make me little now. I don't have anything else to show.
All right.
Hey, John Miller, I just sent you the version of Howard's spreadsheet that I have from a couple years ago.
For me,
Okay. Oh, let's see. A couple years ago, it may not be the current one.
Yeah, it's version 6.
That sounds about right.
well, I don't know what's, there must be a break in the universe between Howard and me. And things are going off and disappearing in the black hole of,
Yeah, a lot of people have me on their don't accept email from this person list, you know.
no, I don't have you there. I still like you.
You got Howard going to the spam folder?
No, I wouldn't do that. I don't have a spam folder, actually.
Is your inbox so filled up it can't take new email?
No, it's empty. I've kept that thing to where each day I get rid of I go through every piece of email and everything that I don't want to keep or save. I've got an area where I can keep and save things, and everything else is gone because I get rid of it.
Oh,
I sent it to Joe Bellcrank2 at Gmail, Bellcrank with 1 L.
That's right.
You should have got it by now. Did you get it,
Oh,
John?
well, let me go check here.
Yeah, let's see if someone can get to you at least.
Maybe I'm on your hate list too.
yeah. Size email, because this is
Okay, okay.
6 megabytes or something, isn't it?
Maybe it's too big.
No, the one I sent was a spreadsheet. Small.
Oh, yeah? Well, with all the attachments?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, hold still. Yeah, it's got tabs, bunch of tabs.
There's
Plane control geometry, 6 Rev A.
Yeah, and there's a couple of pictures that go with it.
There's charts, no photos.
Oh, there's additional files with the nomenclature on them, so you can't tell what the inputs are without the pictures.
It's not, I didn't send them that. I don't know if I have that.
I'll have to send it to you.
Let me see what I got here.
I'll be right back.
I got a PDF. Yeah, it's got a side view of an airplane. Yeah.
Yeah, there are 2 of them. One for the Igor configuration and one for the standard.
Yep, I got them both. Okay, I'll send those to John.
Well, there's something going on here because I don't have it. I didn't get yours, Jim. I've got 4 different inboxes. It's basically Gmail, primary promotion, social, and updates. And
John, why don't you send Jim an email and then he could grab your address and send it back?
It doesn't get it there. Do you have a size restriction on attachments?
No, I don't.
No, whatever it.
What's the biggest attachment
Gmail has?
What's the biggest attachment you've received?
Oh, shoot. I couldn't tell you right now, but I just received all the stuff from Jim Marin here in the last couple of days for the meet and meet. Whoops, wait a minute. Thought I saw, let me back up here. Oh, no, that's.
Don, you want to try sending it to me?
Yeah. We've sent emails back and forth. So I don't know what the deal is here.
Send it to my webmail address.
I can't, I don't have it.
Sure you do. You send me emails all the time.
No, I don't have the email from Howard.
Oh, Howard, you want to send it to me then?
Here, Jim Hoffman, finally. Rush 2.
Yeah, there you go. That's got the 2 side views, and you should have gotten another email, but just before it.
This has just got the 2 side views.
Yeah. You must have a size restriction.
I must, but I didn't know it.
Yeah.
I've never had a problem getting emails in the past.
Yeah, the side views are are half the size of the spreadsheet, but spreadsheet's small. You know, it's 400.
Yeah, just like an
kilobytes.
email you sent me, Jim, and it's half a meg. Or half a gig, rather.
Yeah, I send huge emails all the time.
Well,
this is small.
The only one I got was the Rush 2.
You
know. Let me check. Hold on a minute. Let me check the other 3 boxes. Nothing there. You didn't send that long ago, so it shouldn't be down off my page, but I'll check.
Yeah, minutes ago.
Yeah. So, okay, it's not there on that one.
What, do we lose Charles?
I hope not.
Yeah.
That's not on social.
He's got his camera turned off and his microphone turned off.
You said he'd be back in a minute.
Yeah.
So the only one I got was the Rush 2.
Yeah, the spreadsheet's a little bit bigger file.
Would you mind try sending it again?
Certainly.
What I miss? Hey, Joe Gilbert's here. I stepped
Hi,
away
Joe.
and come back, and Joe Gilbert's here. Thank you, Joe, for coming in.
Say hi.
What's up, Joe Gilbert? We gonna see you in Canton, Georgia tomorrow? We've seen you there before.
No, heavens no.
No, I've seen you there before.
It's 1,000 miles out there. I'm not going 1,000.
I saw you there once, so I just figured it was on your schedule.
No. Blanchard Maggie will be here Sunday at noon for our contest. We're going to be playing for the week. We got a busy week coming up.
Very good.
All right, John, I resent it.
Okay, it is not here yet.
What is Howard working on?
Oh, my charger.
It's none.
It's a neat spreadsheet. You put in, I don't know if you guys know what Howard created. You put in all the parameters of your control system, the angles, the lengths, all the geometry. And then you can plot out the elevator displacement by angle laid over the flap displacement. And then you can monkey around and adjust parameters to get it what you want. And then you got to actually build it that way.
I told Howard I've used his program to design the control system for 2 airplanes now, but I haven't flown either one of them yet, so I can't tell you for sure if it really works.
It works. Mine goes up and down.
Well, Jim, it hasn't got here yet.
You got the wrong address.
No, we've already exchanged
Sent him one.
smaller. I'm
I
trying
didn't
to
put enough
figure out.
stamps on it.
I've got to figure out if there's some kind of a
Something strange going on here, John.
I think Howard's right. You have a file attachment size restriction.
It might very well be.
Refresh.
Maybe send it in pieces.
The spreadsheet, I can't.
It's not that big.
Yeah, it's small.
Yeah.
400 kilobytes.
Oh, I've had bigger than that in there.
Put it on
Anyhow,
a
it's
floppy
really
disk
slick.
and mail it to him.
Howard shares it with anyone who wants it. I'm glad to have it. I use it. Keeps you from doing anything stupid.
Now, how do you factor in the speed? Some people want their controls slow, and I imagine there's some that want it fast. So, how do you factor that in?
Well, when you say fast and slow, you're talking about the speed of the elevator deflection versus the speed of the flap deflection. I think.
Well, that's the slope of the line that you get.
Yeah.
If it's a steep slope, it's fast. If it's a flat slope, it's slow.
And the other speed is the amount of deflection for a given handle displacement. And this program looks at all that stuff. It's purely mechanical geometry stuff.
Oh, very cool. All right.
But
I have not used the program. I have it. I know I received it in my email. I have not used it yet.
Well, it's very clever and very useful. Takes a little bit of thinking to get it right. You got to get the pluses and minuses correct. But
It helps if you have your airplane design in CAD. That way you can get exact dimensions and angles and everything. But
yeah.
He sent it to Matt Poland, and it made Matt's airplane awesome. We shouldn't have sent that to Matt, Howard.
Yeah, I told you about the flaw he found.
I wasn't going to say anything about that.
It was humorous, though. There's one line, it multiplies a number by the elevator control horn length. And I forgot to multiply by the elevator control horn length, but I've always used 1-inch control horns. So it always he varied the control horn length and it didn't work. So I found the problem.
Now I'm having trouble getting back to the group here. Can you guys see
and
me?
hear you?
Yeah, we see and hear you. Yeah.
See,
I can't see and hear you. I can hear you, but I can't see you.
That's not all bad.
yeah.
Well, you're right on that, Joe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not all bad.
Can you see yourself, John?
Nope. I've got too many windows open, apparently. Got it.
Got it?
Oh my God, there's Joe.
I'm sitting up paying attention. I'm listening. I might learn something.
Yeah.
Hey, can I say something, Jim? You said something about a program for doing the just previously. What is that, or where's that come from? I missed that.
Talking to me?
Yeah.
The program that I was talking about is a Excel spreadsheet created by Howard Rush there, who's with us.
Okay.
And it's very the input is all your mechanical control system parameters, push rod lengths, horn angles, and so forth. And
So how do
the
I
output? The
program?
output is the angular displacement of the flaps and elevator relative to the lead out displacement.
So
Very
how do I do this program?
What do you got there, Howard?
Oh, it's my charger I'm working on.
Oh,
So Stuart, you want this
I
program,
thought you might
Stuart?
have.
Yeah.
I thought you might have had a workup of your system.
I'd
You
like
know,
to
send your in the chat box here, our chat box, Stuart. You can send your email address to Howard, and no one out in the universe will see it. Matter of fact, you can make it personally to Howard himself here in the chat. Put it on the bottom and then check on the chat box there.
Oh, okay.
And you can type a message to Howard,
Okay, I got it.
and Howard will get notified.
Thanks.
Howard's holding that thing up. Looks like a GI Joe battleship.
Let me see this thing here. Oh wow,
Mercy.
you must fly electric.
Yeah.
Can you hold that up again, Howard? I missed it.
Oh,
There's electrons going through that.
well, they're not right now, I hope.
No.
Oh, golly. I broke off a solder tab.
Uh-oh,
That's not good.
that's a bad start.
Yeah.
He built it. I bet he can fix it. Got blind nuts.
So I burned out another 6S battery this week.
Why don't you do that?
That's expensive.
Well, I purchased 6 of them in 2019. And in the last week and a half, 3 of the 6 failed on me.
Wow.
Starting to believe it's, it's age. They have a shelf life.
Oh, not your age, but because I'm older than you are.
Yeah, a little bit.
Be still. Say nothing.
No wonder you live so long, Joe.
Jim, I have a question for you. I heard you talking about your plane earlier before I signed on, and you said you adjusted the elevator more neutral again.
Yes.
Now, did upright, did the plane drop at all? Any of the posture drop? Because the more down you put it when we level flaps, that kicks the plane up higher, the tail up higher in level flight.
So what we observed was in level flight, the airplane was pretty level no matter what we did.
Okay.
But in inverted flight, it was flying noticeably tail down
That's with the strips on it.
with the strips. Yes. And we removed the strips, and that tail down didn't go away 1,000%, but damn near close enough that we said it's good enough. Leave it alone.
And then you said you took out some of the down elevator also?
I had taken out some of the down elevator. That was step one, to take out some of the down elevator. And
That would kick it up then.
the tail low condition inverted was improved.
Right.
But then taking the strips off made a bigger difference.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Joe Gilbert.
No worries. Lucky guess.
And I burned out a battery.
I don't think that was a trim problem.
So,
Do you guys know who Eddie Mason is down in Florida?
biplane.
No, I got something from Eddie today. I've flown Eddie Mason's scale ships at the Nats and Brodax quite a few times, and he made me a little something here today. Can you make me big?
Yeah.
I'm bragging. I'm bragging now. See.
All right. All right. Look at that. Near perfect flight.
Well, that's what they said.
It's not hard. It's not easy to do. I had a B-17.
Wow,
He
that's
took it out of some magazine.
fantastic, man. That's awesome.
He took it out of a magazine somewhere. I don't know where he got it, but
Congratulations.
it was a good day.
Congratulations.
I feel honored he let me fly those planes.
What engines did he have? Does he have in those?
4 LA-25s.
Wow. That's, woo.
I had 4 OS, the standard, the old ones, 25.
Sure. It only takes about half power to fly this silly thing. You never open it up. If you did, you would. It pulls too hard. You wouldn't fly it wide open very long.
No.
Right.
What does the
Howard, did
airplane
you,
weigh?
12 pounds.
Oof.
Woo.
Joe Gilbert, strong
Yes.
like bull.
Yeah.
Lean back far. Use 2 hands.
Stuart, you didn't send me your email address. Oh, there it is.
There we go.
Good.
They're nice ones. Anyway, sorry guys.
That's all right.
I see you eating, so I figured I'd eat.
Oh yeah. I'm munching on stuff. I got grapes and nuts.
Yeah. Grape nuts.
You eat cranberries? They're good.
I don't have any. I just have grapes. I had red grapes earlier, and I have green grapes, and I have mixed nuts, and I have some Ritz crackers.
Was anybody building anything?
Well, yeah. I have 3 planes on the bench,
All right.
and I have 2 on the paint stand. And I'm doing what I can to try to get ready to go to Vegas, and I want to take at least 5 planes with me.
Oh, fantastic. So you and Wendy are coming, or just you?
I'm working on that. Because you know as well as I do, I'm not going to be able to go unless she gets to tag along.
Yeah. I mean,
And we'll
honor
probably
it.
stay at that Station Casino right up the street.
Well, that's great. That's fantastic. So what events are you going to compete in?
Well, I'm gonna probably Classic and Tampa, but I'm taking 5 planes because I'm probably gonna fly the Junkyard Dog in Tampa with a Fox 35, and I don't expect to win, but I'll put on some kind of a show.
Good.
Why don't you get a reservation at the Rampart where the McBrides have the blocks and room at because they're pretty damn cheap, man. They really are.
How much are the rooms there?
I think they're like $59 a night or something like that.
That's not bad because we're 59. We're 49 the first 2 nights, 59 the second 2 nights, and 79 the last night.
Yeah, but you get what was it, Charles? Is it $60 or $80 in comps a day?
Oh, you get a free breakfast, basically.
Well, you get $60 or $80 worth of comps a day. You can use it for breakfast and dinner and for the buffet. I mean, if you do it right, you can get two meals a day out of it.
I'd be lucky to eat one big meal a day. But no, that sounds like a good idea. We might look into that.
I don't remember, Mike, because
I'll check with my.
I had reservations and so did Joe, and I canceled mine.
Yeah.
And then and mine canceling had the stuff you was talking.
Yeah, the stuff.
So kind of a mess up.
I've got the flyer here. It says Thursday night is $89. Friday night is $129. Saturday night's $129 and Sunday's $35.
My prices are like half that.
Well, it must have went up.
Change.
Then must have went up.
More than last year, I think.
Oh
A
yeah.
bit more.
It sounds like it.
Oh, we've got some rewards points at this little station casino right up the street, so we can stay there for practically nothing.
Okay.
And it's about, I think, a quarter mile away from the flying field.
Yeah, I know which one you mean.
Well, Mark, I think I know what it was. I think what I was saying, I remember with the comps that you got, it basically knocked half the price off your room because you're getting meal comps every day. You know what I mean?
$120, 2 days, you don't have to spend on meals.
Right. Exactly.
So it's like getting the room free.
That's
Right?
$120.
If the room is
you can spend on
$50,
the roulette table.
$60, and it sounds like a good deal, Mike.
Oh, it was. I mean, I ate at that buffet every night. I took Charles and Joe there, man. We had an eating contest there the
We had a
night.
good time.
Tried
Very,
to see
very good time.
who could have the most plates.
Yeah.
Do they include, not that I drink, but do they include alcohol in those comps?
No,
Absolutely not.
no, you only get the alcohol when you're gambling.
It doesn't say anything about comps on the flyer. There's also a $35 per night resort fee
Yeah, the resort fee.
plus 13% tax.
Yeah, John.
I think the rooms have went up since last year, but I know
It's gone up since last year.
it was a ripping deal last year. I think my bill for 4 nights was like $450, but I got the $60 or $80 worth of comps every day, which was breakfast and dinner at the buffet every morning and every night. So when you take that into account, it ended up being like $60 or $70 a night to stay in the hotel, you know, with the meal.
No, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's comparable to Sam's Town. The rooms are probably nicer too.
Yeah. And then if you get a player's card, you know, you were getting $20 in free play every day, which, you know, is $20 of free play. So I'm not going to turn that down.
What I had mentioned to Ruben is they wanted to get some advertising out for this show, and I mean it's really not going to help until next year. But if you get in contact with 1 or 2 of those Vegas vloggers, those YouTube guys, come out and check it out. They're always looking for something to do. Hey, here's something going on in Vegas. There's something else you can do in Las Vegas. You know,
The TV station came out last year.
Yeah, but get the bloggers. The bloggers attract more people than just that one TV station.
I think they interviewed Dane Martin, and it made it on the
Most of us had left by then, but they had a couple planes. They put up, showed and walked around it with the camera on it, talked to Dane Martin about it.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad considering the late timing.
Yeah, because it was Sunday when they got there, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but more people in the country would see it if it was on the YouTube blog because everybody watches YouTube.
Yeah. Well, it'll be a good time. I'm glad you're coming, Jeff. It'll be nice to meet you in
Well,
person. And,
I'm still working on it. I'm hoping I got everything ready to go. If I have one plane ready, I will bring that one plane.
yeah, you're so close. You're so close, man. You should come, man. I mean, that's
So
a
you'll have the Cub ready?
If I have two planes ready, the other one will be the Cub.
Okay.
But I don't know if there's a class there for 15s.
There isn't a class for 15. You'd fly it in Classic. I think you'd fly in Classic.
That's not Classic legal.
No.
It's not old
because-
enough.
No, you'd fly it in Pampa.
Isn't that the one you designed, John?
I didn't design it. It was somebody else designed it. I drew it up for Brodak. So
It's the Junior Gieske Nobler, right?
No, it's a little bear.
Right, the Gieske Nobler bear.
Pretty much the same thing.
Yeah,
it's 40-inch.
there's a good chance that they'd allow that in Classic, though. I would
see.
say.
No, not Classic, John.
You don't think
No way.
so?
No,
'Cause
it's
the Classic.
when was it
design.
designed? What year was it designed?
Well, it's a Classic design that was shrunk.
It doesn't matter. When was it? By that standard, then we could say that my Jester is a profile galloping comedian, so it should be, and I did that in what, 2000?
There's a lot of difference between shrinking the design and making the design into a different size profile airplane.
I don't know, John, but you know what might be
Same
really
size.
a lot of fun is to go win Pampa with a 15 size plane. That would really upset a lot of people.
Well, there's a goal for you. It's
Yeah,
going
what-
to be tough though, because
Oh, you gotta use a ringmaster. You want to get people upset.
yeah,
what,
we know somebody that might be able to do that.
You know what would really upset people? What would really upset people is if I did it with a Cub with a Fox 15 in it.
Oh,
Oh,
You'd have to have the
what
old
skill
skill
class
set.
are you flying, Jeff? What skill class are you flying in?
It's been so long since I've been in a contest. I have no idea where to even start.
You're from what I understand, you'd be either most likely you'd be advanced, or you could be intermediate.
Well, I figure if I fly intermediate, I'm going to be lucky to finish somewhere mid-pack.
Well, that's an honest evaluation of how you feel about it. That's what I do. You don't want to fly beginner, do you?
I don't know the beginner pattern. And if I learned that, it would confuse me so much, I'd probably...
Don't even go there.
I would turn my figure 8 into a figure 9, and it would be an ugly finish. I would need to break up my broom and dustpan.
Well, I think, the criteria, at least the way it used to be, was you could fly beginner if you didn't know how to fly the pattern.
Mm-hmm.
But if you know how to fly the pattern, you'd be an intermediate.
I would figure I would start intermediate, and then if the judges decided, you know what, you're ahead of this, I would
Look
say,
at your score.
okay.
Look at your score in the first one.
If the judges decided, I would say, all right, whatever.
You can kick yourself up in the middle of a contest.
Jeff.
Yeah.
In 2000, I made an attempt to fly at a contest. I hadn't flown in 10 years. So it happened to be a Brodak contest. And I went to the CD and said, look, I haven't flown in 10 years, 10 and a half years. I'm disabled, blah, blah, blah. Gave him the whole story. And he said, well, why don't you fly in the class that you last flew in? Because I was bumped up from intermediate to advanced, but never flown in advanced.
Okay.
So he said, well, since you never flew advanced, and you were injured and you've been out all these years, fly intermediate and see where you score. Well, I scored over a 400 in my first flight, and he said, the next contest you will be advanced. You know, well, I mean, I didn't finish the pattern and I scored over 400. So he said, your next contest, you will be advanced. And so that would be my suggestion, is fly what you flew the last time, okay? Or that you feel comfortable. I would go advanced, intermediate, not advanced. And look, if you wiped your butt in an intermediate, then you know you need to go to advanced. And if you flat out lose, go to beginner.
The last stunt contest I flew advanced, and I flew 2 485s back to back, but that was 30 years ago.
Okay, so fly intermediate.
That's kind of what I had in mind.
One contest ain't gonna kill anybody.
No,
It might
that's
make
kind
somebody.
of what I had in mind. I was just gonna just sign up intermediate and just, if they
Have you
decide
done
to
any
move me, I'll
practicing?
move.
Have you done any practicing?
Only with a ringmaster.
Okay, so nothing significant.
Behave now. Wait a minute.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
No, what I'm saying is he hasn't been practicing the pattern. You know,
Nobody said I wasn't.
He needs to.
I said I was flying a
He
ringmaster.
wins, and he'll move up the next day. That's an easy plan. Easy peasy thing. Enter intermediate. Enter intermediate. And if you score 500, you're going to bump you up. It's okay.
There you go. There you go.
What's up, Jim?
Tell your story to the CD when you get there. Have him
That's right.
watch you take a practice flight.
Yeah.
And he'll make a recommendation.
That's an even better idea.
Good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take a practice flight on Thursday. And then
Nobody said I wasn't flying the pattern. All I said is I was flying a ringmaster.
So we got,
my misinterpretation.
we know in the right hands, the ringmaster can do pretty good.
There's nothing wrong with a good trimmed ringmaster.
All right, Jim. Thanks for coming in. See ya.
Good night, Jim.
Thanks, Jim.
Good
Thank Jim.
Good advice. Thanks, Jim.
Hey, guys, I'm heading out too.
All right, Al. Thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah.
hey, Al, before you leave, are you buying plane tickets with Luciano to come out to Vegas this year, man?
No, I'm not making it this year.
No? Okay.
No,
I just
Question.
no,
One more question
Luciano's
for you, Al.
going. He's bringing. I think he's going. His wife's going with him.
okay. I'm just trying to twist your arm a little bit. It'd sure be fun to have you there, buddy.
That would be fun, Al.
Yeah, maybe maybe in the future. I was thinking about it, but then I'd have to borrow a plane. So
One more question for you, Al. You're as much of a Fox guy as I am. Do you know anybody that's willing to part with an angle plug 15?
no, but there's a guy in our club that had one and it had it on a.
There's a bunch of them on eBay.
Joe even judged it. What the heck was that on? At Brodak. He was flying it in
Wasn't
advance.
that guy Jim Vianney's friend?
No, it wasn't Jim. It was Carl Schaefer's.
Yeah, he's Jim's friend. Yeah, Carl had it on a shark.
Yeah, on a shark. Yeah.
You got two girls coming back for him.
He's not selling that one.
That Fox. Yeah, that Fox 15 ran fantastic.
It did. He ain't selling that one.
Yeah. He's a Fox man too. He knows how to get him
Carl
running. And that's all stock parts in that one. It's not nothing like a ABC piston and liner, nothing custom in there.
I was told the old steel fin Fox 15 had a pretty decent stunt run.
Yeah. Well, this one did. Yeah, this was his on the shark. That thing was fantastic.
I think he was on the podium with it, if I'm not mistaken.
I forget. He scored well with it.
Yeah.
But those guys are flying in Flushing tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sunday we have our Vintage Combat Festival. So
Have fun. Take some videos, Al.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
remember to get your phone sideways before you start live, okay?
well, I'm not going tomorrow to Flushing. My daughter's shower is tomorrow, so.
Wedding shower or baby shower?
I'm gonna take a shower.
Wedding shower. Is Carol,
No, Julianne, my youngest.
Julianne, your youngest? Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're busy with, I have to work and then help out, in the morning, and then I have to help out with that in the afternoon. And I got to load up the car for the festival tomorrow, and so it's going to be a busy weekend for me. So,
Okay. Well, would love to see some video if you can of the combat deal. It's always
definitely
good to see all that cool stuff you guys
just,
fly.
let everybody know that Larry is in a elder care facility.
Oh,
So,
Scarenzi?
Scarenzi?
yeah.
Hmm.
Oh,
How
wow.
old is Larry now?
He has no phone, so you can't get a hold of him.
How old is Larry?
You go visit him, but you can't, talk to him. So,
How old is,
what's that? How old is Larry's 89. We had a birthday party for him just a few months back.
I was gonna guess 90, but 89
And
is
we
yeah.
took him out to eat. So, but yeah,
Really
that's-
close.
Is he there because of health reasons or because he's that lonely from his wife?
Uh,
Combination
Sorta.
of both?
everything. I think the wife contributed to it, and he's getting a little dementia. And then he went to one place and he fell, and he fell at home, and the kids his son and daughter were living with him, but they couldn't handle that anymore, because they had long commutes to work and stuff. So
Wow.
what did I tell you, Mark Gruber? Eat your French fries. You don't want to be 5.
Eat your French fries. You don't want to what? I didn't quite get
Don't
that.
want to be 95.
Oh, okay.
95. Yeah, right. Well,
That's funny.
Take
Well,
care.
all right,
send
have
our
a good
love
night.
to Scarenzi.
Yeah.
What's that?
Send
Say
our
hi to
love to
Scarenzi.
Scarenzi.
Okay, yeah, I'll pass it along. Yeah. Okay.
All right, man. Thanks for coming in now. Appreciate it.
I'm gonna cut out too, guys.
Hey, thanks,
I'm
Walter. Great
kinda
to see
feeling
you.
you, Howard.
down.
You look so healthy. I'm happy to see how good you look, man. Appreciate seeing
Thank you.
again.
Thank you.
Looking good like
Good
that.
to see you, Walter.
Good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you. Same here. God bless you guys.
All right, man. See
Yeah,
you.
God bless.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Joe Gilbert,
Yes, sir.
is Torx your club?
No glue daubers.
Okay. Because I saw the Torx are having a combat deal here pretty soon.
Well, there's a combat in Oak City a week from this Sunday.
That's it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. They did a contest. They're doing a contest the same weekend as our stunt contest.
Okay.
But very few of the combat guys fly stunt, around here.
But that's not you guys. That's two different cities. Okay. All right.
Miles away, Mike.
Oh, okay.
That was Walter Umland, wasn't it?
Yes.
I hadn't seen him in a long time.
I've never seen what he looked like. I just sent him a note saying, nice to see what you look like after all these years.
Yes. Hey, Stephen, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, Mark Gerber, we got him to, this was probably, I don't know, 6-8 months ago, Len. I don't remember. Charles might, John might. He was out of the kit cutting business there for a little while because of health issues, but then he got spooled back up again. He had a burst of good health there for a while, and he cut us a bunch of franchised twister kits, and a bunch of us bought them. I got 2. I think Len got 1. John might have got 1. Howard got 1, I think.
Yep.
And I think those might have been the last kits he cut, because then he kind of had another little health issue there. But we helped him out there with a little bit of money, and we got some nice kits.
Good show.
Ruben, your ears must have been burning. That's not Ruben. That's Steven on
Yeah,
Ruben's.
that's Steven on Ruben's.
Steve.
I know, but it says Ruben, so it tricked me for a second. We've been talking about the Las Vegas contest here. Charles and I have been talking a little smack, and then we were talking about the accommodations and how fun it is, and the comps and the buffet and the gambling and the whiskey and the girls and the great time, man.
And then we talked about airplane.
This year is going to be a great year. This year is really going to be a great year with what we're doing this year. It's going to be a really large turnout. If you thought last year was a large turnout, this year's already, I got more entries than that already that we had last year.
That's great.
I'm not even set up for the full entries to come in.
Hey, Steve.
We don't have walk-ins coming in yet, so it's going to be a really big year. It's going to be a good year.
Steve, do you have enough information on me, or do you need more?
What's that?
John Miller.
He's gonna need a urine sample.
A drug test for you, John Miller. A drug test.
There will be an enemy.
I even got Mike Estella. For those who know Mike Estella from New Jersey, he's coming out.
Oh, cool.
Fantastic.
I haven't seen Mike for, well, I saw him at Brodex, I guess.
Yeah, that's the last time I saw him.
Oh, that's
That's
great.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's shipping he's Greyhound in his airplane out here and sending it out this way.
Well, that's an option. You know what? People could ship their airplane to the Rubens, right?
I've told people they can make those accommodations as long as they get here in time to pick them up.
Is Mike sending his Crusader?
Yeah, his new is Corsair.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Corsair, I'm sorry.
He's
Yeah.
sending his new Corsair. He's actually bringing it out to Lou's house, and Lou's bringing it in.
Oh, okay. Lou's got one too.
Hughes airplanes over at by Lou Logas because he sets them up for when he goes to VSC. But this year he wanted to bring that out, so yeah, he's bringing his Corsair out, and he's Greyhounding it out, and then Greyhound in the back.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Because it sucks having to borrow an airplane when you're there. Well, it doesn't really suck. Not if you get a.
Well, it was fun. I made a lot of accommodations for people last year with setting up people for airplanes, but I'm not doing that this year. That was too much.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to do that, man. And it's hard to fly a strange airplane and only get 2 or 3 flights on it and try to do well with it.
Well, the thing was, I spent more time instead of me practicing. I took those airplanes all out and got them ready so that they ran and they would fly and they would do the pattern and do more practicing getting those done, getting 5 airplanes ready for other people.
Yeah.
And then try to fly my own.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah.
So you don't get much practicing other than you're tuning up everything else.
Yeah. Plus, you're just messing your own stuff up, flying all these strange planes.
Everything felt different. Every
Yes.
one of them was
that
different.
that would be a recipe for disaster.
But they don't fly for a while. They sit. You got to run them, get them going again. So it was quite a little bit too much work to get done as far as doing that and trying to prepare for the contest at the same time. That ate up a lot of time. So I'm not doing that too much this year.
Oh, you're not that busy trying to run a contest. Come on, man. It's not that hard.
No, there was a question or a comment, Steve, about last year about the grass runoff and
Right.
the asphalt. Is it the same as last year?
Same setup as last year.
Okay.
Same setup as last year.
That's fine.
Yeah, easy for you to say, Howard. You got to cut
difference is this year. Last year, you saw how nice that grass was cut. It was cut really nice. It was the transition from the asphalt to the grass was really cut low. And I cut that with a self-propelled push mower. this year I went out and bought a rider mower. So I'll be trying that whole setup with a rider mower this year because I busted my ass and killed myself for 3 days cutting that field. I cut it, and then I had to get out there and blow it all away, and it was too much work. Now I got the rider mower with the bag in the back that just picks up the clippings and takes it away, and I'll just dump it off on the side of the woods.
And this is still the same flying site that's right there behind Sam, what used to be Sam Boyd?
Same flying site.
Okay. Are you using the RC runway as your takeoff zone?
Yep. Yeah, we're on the RC runway.
Oh, so
I have that field reserved for 4 days.
So you're
Thursday,
chucking the
Friday,
RC
Saturday,
guys.
and Sunday.
You're chucking the RC guys to the side for a weekend.
Oh well.
agree.
I have legal authorization for it because I permit the field. In order to do that, I have to pay for the field and permit it. So that costs us over $300 just to permit the field for 4 days.
Steven, I'll tell you what you and me should do is we'll get together. We'll pool up a whole bunch of cash and a big ass loan, and we'll build a hotel where Sam Boyd used to be, and the whole backyard will be circles with a speed cage and
Right.
that field.
Well, the funny part about it that you're saying that too is because where we fly, we're on the runway on the top. Before I even started that and made that circle on the west end where we do fly regularly, I told them I wanted to fly in that Star Nursery, which was all fenced in. And I told them I would maintain that and I wanted to make that. And they told us, no, you can't because they use that and for the Star Nursery and they make the sod and they're selling the sod. Now, if you look at it, they haven't touched that in 2-3 years. It's all weeds, looks like hell.
They haven't done anything with that area. It's terrible.
To fly. Parking and flying and the whole setup, they didn't want to give it to us.
Yeah, but if you and I could get a loan and buy that land where Boyd used to be.
Yeah, well, they ain't doing nothing with the stadium anymore. The stadium's.
You and I can build
while they have an event here and there.
With a big hobby shop in the bottom.
Yeah.
And hold contests every weekend.
Man, Jeff's having delusions of lotto money, I think, man. He's dreaming about lottery money.
No, I'm actually dreaming
No,
about
Joe's thinking about how he's gonna set up this trip and come to Vegas.
I'm thinking how I'm gonna set up my trip to stay in Vegas.
Stay in Vegas, worried.
Well, it's too bad Circus is gone.
Not really.
What's that? Circus is still there, but the hobby shop is gone.
They're not doing the model airplane stuff like
Circus Hobbies is gone. Yeah, Circus Hobbies. That was behind the casino. That ain't there anymore. But that was Bill Bennett, and he's the guy who actually built that whole field originally, because that was the Tournament of Champions was on that field.
Isn't that where the RV park is now?
What's that?
The Circus RV park is in that field. Right across the street from Circus. On the same side.
Yeah, there's an RV park over there.
There's an RV park.
There's an RV park over there. But he had his house right down on the boulevard, right past the South Point Casino. And over there, he built his own private runway, and he flew in the back of his house. And he flew his radio out there, and he was big on radio, and he liked that. I wish he was still around, especially now when we introduced Control Line and made it something there. He'd be somebody to really help promote that part of the hobby. But
Well, just keep that contest going where it's at now. Keep, like you said, it's already going to be bigger this year than last year. And I think, the more the word gets out, it's a great end of the season contest in a place with good weather, and it's a, it's a destination town, I sure as hell don't need an excuse to go to Las Vegas. Flying model airplanes is great, but I like all the other stuff that Vegas has to offer. So, you keep doing it, I'll keep coming. I have no problem going there every November.
Thank you.
Mike, when you run out of interest in gambling, we can always go run these.
There's
Was that slot
so
cars?
much to do out here. And that's the great part about it is every contest I go to, a lot of them, even, Brodex we went to for years. But when you got done flying and you went back to the hotel, it was, okay, you went out to dinner, and now what do you do? Or anywhere else you go, and then we go to Whittier, and I go to other contests locally around here. What do? But you come to Vegas, and there's something to do for the whole family. Everybody, the wives, if you have a girlfriend, or even the kids, there's something to do for everybody out here.
Forget that. I'm not taking my wife and kids out there, man. I have too much fun out there alone.
There you go.
We can go race
Got there a slot car?
Decatur Avenue.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. You know who's really big into that is Andy and Bob Mears, the combat guys. They have a full blown slot car track.
Yeah, they're group 27 guys though.
At their house. I mean, it's like the old school, straight out of the 1960s.
Yeah.
The wide track, 8 lanes, 12 lanes, whatever it is.
They're group 27 guys though.
What's group 27?
Group 27 is a faster class of what I just showed you. These are what you used to call womp womps. They're just little. They're what I got into when I was 14 years old, and I just stuck with them because they're fun.
I only had like the Tyco stuff, man.
Little Lecho stuff.
Yeah.
They're fun.
I had slot cars too when I was a kid.
I got some out in the garage.
There's a slot car track right up on Sahara.
Cool. Maybe we'll hang out and race slot cars maybe after we fly. I'm going to end the live stream where it's almost at the top of the hour.
Has anybody been able to
man, Charles?
He's got his hand up.
I'm saying bye.
You taking off, Joe?
Yeah, I'm going. It's
All right,
bedtime.
thanks for coming in, Joe. Appreciate it.
Oh, have a
You're
good
in Vegas, right?
Have fun.
Joe,
Join.
you're coming to Vegas, right?
No, he's not coming to Vegas.
Oh, and he's out. I wanted to ask him if he was coming to King Orange, but I'll have a chance to talk to him.
I'm gonna keep on. I'm gonna keep on. We'll drag him out somehow. It's like a mini Nats coming to Vegas this year.
That's great. That's exciting.
The expert class is actually set up like a mini Nats.
How's the advanced class? Mike and I both want a big turnout, a bunch of guys to compete against.
I got a lot of people coming in for advance.
Like how many?
You got your work
Get
cut out
ballpark
for you.
number.
With ballpark number, I had 9 last year, so I'm expecting they're already more than that. So you got your work.
Well, I think only 6 flew. Only 6 showed up and flew.
Shut up to fly. But I had 9.
Is Gary Gingrich coming back? Is he signed up, Gary?
Yes, he is.
That's good. That's good.
I know Rick Green's coming, and Rick
Green's coming. Mike Costello's flying in advance.
How about I think his name is Mike Schultz or Mike Schultz. Is he coming?
Right. Tom McLean was supposed to come and he flies advance, but he had to cancel out on me. He has some other issues with his other partner that he comes out with, and they said they had some personal stuff they're dealing with.
What about the Golden State brothers? The Golden State Massey and
well, that's the thing that's happening right now. That's what's actually taking place. What's making my event even larger. That's why I wanted to actually keep the live stream on. It's still live.
So Mike and Brian Massey, I think
trying to get in touch with them and tell them because Golden State canceled out, which we found out about, right? We all know Golden State, unfortunately, their flying site went under and they canceled the deal. So a lot of people now that wanted to go to Golden State have now changed their mind and said, we're coming to Vegas.
Right.
So a lot of the people that you're normally flying advanced in and an expert or even intermediate, all those that go to Golden State are all coming to Vegas. A lot of them already called up saying, since I'm not spending the money, and it's because it's only a 2-week spread between Golden State and where our contest is. Since I'm not going there and I'm not spending the money there, I have money to go to your contest since I've been bugging them and asking them to come. And they're always like, if I can afford it and I could go, was the thing. Well, now they're not going spending the money in Golden State. So they say, I have the money to come to your contest. I'm getting a lot of phone calls with people saying, I'm making my hotel reservation. You have the hotels. That's what I'm saying. If you haven't made a hotel reservation yet, do it, because I only got so many rooms, and they'll call me up and tell me when they're booked and that block is done. And if I have to extend the block to get more, then I know, but I can't do it up until October 7th. October 7th is my deadline. So if you are booking a room to come out, make your reservation and get it in so I can get that. And if I have to get additional rooms, I can get additional rooms. So
No, I'm locked, man. I took care of that a long time ago, man.
you're locked.
I already paid my deposit too.
Charles, you're locked. John, I know you're locked. Jeff, you said you got your room, you're locked.
Well, yeah, but we're at Samstown.
Samstown, okay. You got, well, you still have yourself a room to that, but where I had that set up, is I got a certain amount of rooms, and I know they're getting close.
Are there comps with the
When Golden State shut down and became nothing, the people started booking the rooms and calling up and sending us information saying they're coming to Vegas, and the rooms are booking up quick. So I'm gonna have to probably go down there and talk to them and see if I can make an extension on the rooms.
Two reasons I'm on Samstown. Is one, I have comps there. And two is if I don't have a plane, then I don't need a suite, so I can always downgrade my room when I get there, and it'll cost me less. So,
well,
if I have a
here's
suite,
the thing: Samstown is a boy casino, and where I have everybody at New Orleans is
Samstown is a dump. Come on, let's be realistic.
What's that? Samstown.
You know what? Let me end the live stream and we can talk more about the contest. So, anyways, thanks everybody for tuning in and watching. We'll be back Monday. Go out there and have some fun this weekend, or go in your shop and come back and tell us all about it. Until then, fair winds and tight lines. See ya.